topic for today, and it's about how to figure out how to handle anxiety and depression. And this is a combination of two strong concepts. One is from Oxford Book of Happiness, which is based on research done on 25,000 plus people across North America and countries at large. And they took different age group of respondents from 6 to 11, 11 to 24, 24 to 36, 48, 60. So it has a sample size of all sorts of audience from different ethnicity that represents wide range of people. And then the second is from Dr. Gary Small. He is one of the positive mental clinical psychologist who also specializes in dealing Alzheimer patients. And Alzheimer is something which is not common for seniors only. Unfortunately, now people at the age of 54 are also getting Alzheimer. So that's the youngest that I researched out, which is something we don't have remedy for, the complete remedy. So uh, two strong concepts we'll merge together, and we'll keep it short, under 10 minutes. One is, you see, there are people who are, like, let's say right now you are listening to me or maybe any motivational speaker, and you'll be charged up like this, and gradually you'll start trickling back down, and then you hit something else, you charge back, and then you'll start trickling down. There are some sorts of people who charge get back very quickly, and then they fall the same pace. But there are some people who get charged back, they gradually fall down, which is a tendency, because human by dictionary means somebody who forgets. God has made this a kind of inbuilt in us so that we can forget our stress, forget our sadness, but we sometimes also forget our positive stories. That's why this research suggests that those people who count their blessings and have an attitude of gratitude, and we have heard a lot of numerous books, author, TEDx on that topics. So the idea is, when you have it written down in something called maintaining a positive happiness journal, whenever you're at the peak, you start trickling down, look at that positive journal, thank God for it. Let's say right now I'm sitting in this room, let's start counting. I have a blessed body, I have a blessed apparel that I could wear and present you. I have a better painting at my bag, I have a better equipment to talk to you, I have a better mind that I could think of to serve. These are quick five things. You start making the list. I have air condition in my room. I have decent new carpet. I have decent. So these are like six quick things. Start making journal of these small things in life which you forget. For you, it's a blessing, but you have taken it for granted. When you start making at least list of 100 items, and whenever you feel you are getting low key, start looking at that journal and put that journal in two usual places people suggest from the research, either on the side of your mirror where you usually see your face about 7 times a day, in your on your phone where you see your phone 54 times a day, make it like a wallpaper or a desktop, or keep it next to refrigerator, you see your refrigerator about 4 times a day. So whenever you are in those corner of space and you have your positive attitude journal there, you will get charged up. And trust me, any habit that takes about 40 days, you develop first your habit and then your habit develops you. So that's the first thing. The second is safeguarding yourself. So people who go in wars, they have these vanguards, they protect themselves from the sword. So they say you have to protect your happiness, and 71% of the time you yourself are your enemies. So when you are your enemy, I'll give you a quick example. Let's say there is a person who's a professional, he got a raise of maybe 10%. He's the happiest person on earth today, appreciating, oh, there is a promotion that I got, I really worked hard, God paid me back, I'm so happy, excited. He remains happy for 3 days until he figured out that his or her colleague got actually 14 or 15% increment, and suddenly his area of happiness now is getting squeezed out, because now he starts comparison. So nobody has told him, he just heard, he just looked a bigger car, he just looked a bigger house, he just looked a bigger business, and now his own blessing became this small. So what has he done? He has developed the resistance line to his happiness. Like whenever there is a stock index, it keeps on growing, but it hits the resistance level, it falls. The similar concept is in your happiness life, that you have to develop that vanguard, that whenever you start self comparison, stop yourself and say, I am my own benchmark. I don't authorize anybody to compare me with anybody else. And 29% of the time, your parents, your siblings, your relatives, your wife, your spouses, your husband, they compare you with others. It's easier to stop them politely, saying that, hey, I don't have a benchmark of comparing myself with others. And trust me, you do it for 3 times, people will stop comparing you because they know that you don't get influenced easily. But the bigger enemy is you yourself. So 70%, 1% of the time, when you compare yourself with others, say yourself, take your vanguard out and say, I am my own comparison. I will be the best version of my own self rather than somebody else. So these two postulates were taken from Gary Small, A Younger Heart in 2 weeks' time, and Oxford Book of Happiness. I hope this helps you, and we'll keep this charging sessions ongoing, 10 minutes every Thursday. And I hope this helps you. Stay motivated, stay healthy. This is Farid Trimani with Ignite the Spark. Take care.